Joining us to further discuss the unique circumstances in Michigan is the Multicultural Outreach Director of Right to Life Michigan, Tina Teifer. Tina, your organization, Right to Life Michigan, is part of a broader network of national Right to Life groups. Is there any cross-state coordination?
Yes, there is a lot of coordination and cooperation between our organization and the other Right to Life organizations around the country. Our president, Barbara Listing, who is just an amazing national pro-life leader, she sits on the board of the National Right to Life, and so there is that cooperation. But beyond that, we work together with the other organizations to, we share media, we share ideas, we help each other with legislation and just connecting with resources and so forth. It's not uncommon that we would have visitors from other Right to Life organizations in our state office, just coming around to see how we do things, since our organization has been very successful.
And this new bill talking about legislators and visits being pushed by abortion advocates in Michigan has no restrictions on who can aid a woman in exercising her right to abortion. Doesn't this have consequences for human trafficking, domestic violence, and incest?
Yes, it has grave consequences. This proposed constitutional amendment has language that is so broad-reaching and confusing that it would actually allow for an abuser to, if, say, their victim became pregnant as a result of the abuse, it would allow that abuser to order the abortion pill through the mail, get the pill, have the woman take it, end that pregnancy, and then just continue the abuse. And the other part of it is the language in this amendment. It makes it, I will read it to you. It says, the state shall not penalize, prosecute, or otherwise take adverse action against an individual based on their actual, potential, perceived, or alleged pregnancy outcomes. So the state shall not penalize. Law enforcement, even if they would become aware of a crime against a woman that was covered up, a crime of sex trafficking or abuse, they would probably not report it for fear of breaching the Constitution.
Well, you do multicultural outreach. I know that minorities play a big role in this discussion over abortion. And this year's theme for Black History Month was Black Health and Wellness. Aside from advocating for the life of unborn minorities, which I know you do a lot of, how else do you and your community support minorities at risk for abortion, the women and the families?
Well, Michigan has a great support system for women in unplanned pregnancies. Right to Life of Michigan has over 80 affiliates all throughout the state of Michigan. So all the way from the Upper Peninsula all the way down to the bottom of the mitten, there are people there that are a support system. There are 150 pregnancy resource centers throughout the state. And you know what those do, they take care of women in so many ways who are in need of that help. And our website, which is rtl.org, has a listing of all of those. So if a woman is in need of any kind of pregnancy help, she can go and put in her area code and find help right near her. We also have a website called Help in the D, and this lists other help resources for the areas around Metro Detroit. And these are, when I say other, I mean resources beyond what a pregnancy resource center would provide. So if a woman is facing an unplanned pregnancy, she may think, pregnancy center, they'll help me, you know, through my pregnancy. And once the baby is born, just for a little bit, but then what am I going to do, right? She might not have housing, health care, she might need counseling. And so Help in the D is, like I said, a separate website, and it lists all those extra resources to help beyond just the childbirth. Also, within the Black community, we work to raise awareness. Abortion is not something that is discussed very freely. And so when a young woman finds herself in an unplanned pregnancy, her first thought might be abortion because she hasn't heard anyone talking about the resources that are there and the support system and so forth. So we work within the community to raise awareness. And we also, this is the biggest part of our work within the African American community, we educate. We start with the youngest of the kids, and we teach them that they are valuable and they're loved. They are a unique and unrepeatable human being. We teach them fun fetal development facts. We tell them the day you were born was not the first day of your life. You were alive while you were inside your mom's womb. And so we try to just start there and build that confidence and through education.
And Tina, last question. We heard in the package that explained this issue with Teresa that the Catholic Church is a great partner in advocating for life. Are there other groups or other religious leaders that are leaning into this?
As a part of our multicultural outreach, we actually work in the Chaldean community. And so the Chaldean Catholic Church, they help as well. And as you said, the Catholic Church here in Michigan, our Archbishop Alan Vigneron, they are great allies in our pro-life movement here in Michigan.
Well, we wish you well as you try to do your best to protect life. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you so much.